Another breeder was mauled to death by his own dogs.
An investigation is underway after a man was mauled to death by a pack of dogs in Compton.
The victim's body was found in a backyard kennel area surrounded by animals. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang has been following the latest development.
Surrounded by dogs. They'll use the word animals to keep it in your mind that dogs are animals. To brainwash you, the masses, to believe dogs are animals. They're not. They're mutants. Biologically, animals, whatever. They're mutants.
By a pack of dogs in Compton.
The victim's body was found in a backyard kennel area surrounded by animals. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang has been following the latest development. She's live in Downey with an update.
Hi, detectives say the 35-year-old victim was killed by his own dogs. 13 of them were taken from his home in Compton and are now in the custody of LA County Animal Care and Control. Take a look at video from Sky 5 this morning. Tense moments as a woman was seen climbing a fence and crawling over to firefighters who helped her down. Several dogs, which appeared to be pit bulls, were seen loose in the yard below.
No, they appear to be rats. Exactly what they look like. Look at them. Nose buried to the dirt. Filthy vermin. Constantly looking for food because they're so infested with parasites. They're basically parasites themselves. Look at them. Bunch of dumb, nasty rats.
In the yard below. According to the LA County Sheriff's Department, a male resident was attacked by the pit bulls at this property on Thorson Avenue near Rosecrans.
Rats. Look at them. Scurrying around. What are you looking for? A bunch of dumb, nasty mutants.
On Thorson Avenue near Rosecrans.
There's a lot of dogs. There's a lot of dogs.
Video showed his body covered in blood laying in one of several kennels in the yard. Detectives said the man may have been attacked yesterday around 7:30 to 8 p.m., but his body was not discovered until this morning.
Okay, so not even 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. He was dead for around, 12 hours or whatever? They just said this morning. But 7 p.m. was the last time he was heard from. But he was discovered the next morning. And listen to what happened.
Discovered until this morning when a concerned friend came to check on him because she couldn't get a hold of him.
Couldn't get a hold of him? It was 7 p.m. at night. And they couldn't get a hold of him for how long? Like an hour, 2, 3 hours? And you got concerned after that short period of time? It's because they knew the possibilities. Him being a breeder or whatever, surrounded by all these dogs, his friends, people around him knew that this was possible. And they knew if they can't get a hold of him for an hour or so, go check on him.
Neighbors say they've seen loose pit bulls running in the street before, but didn't know who they belonged to.
We had no idea that they lived there. But apparently I chased them twice. They were just, roaming around here.
She chased the pit bulls? I don't believe that. What? Why would you chase them? What you gonna do? What's she gonna do? You see her chasing some pit bulls. A few seconds later, you will hear her screaming for help. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, that they lived there. But apparently I chased them twice. They were just, roaming around.
Hey, why would you say something like that? That's very irresponsible. Young people, don't ever chase no dogs. I don't believe she actually did, but if she did, she's probably crazy enough to do that. Here they go, projecting these things as if they're harmless. They think that's what you're supposed to do. Project them and never be afraid of them. Treat them like they're harmless. And that's how people get mauled.
Here?
It should have never happened.
That's literally how this man got mauled. Treating them like they were harmless. And in the interview after he dies, she starts talking about them as if they're harmless after they killed somebody. Oh, they killed somebody, huh? Well, I was chasing them 2 different times. You see, people think there's some type of honor in behaving as if these things are not deadly. That's dumb. Low IQ.
Roaming around here.
It should have never happened. This time it happened to the owner of the dogs, but normally it happens to children, elderly, defenseless people, and somebody definitely...
Shout out to the suspected crusader right here. Whoever this man is, sound like he could be a crusader. He shared facts in a short period of time, threw out some facts.
It should have never happened. This time it happened to the owner of the dogs, but normally it happens to children, elderly.
Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that more than half of all attack victims are children. And he knew that. And he also knew that the elderly is a demographic that gets attacked often. So this is rare for them to interview somebody like this.
But normally it happens to children, elderly, defenseless people, and somebody definitely needs to be held accountable for this.
Video from a neighbor shows the dogs as they were taken from
Look
the
at that
home.
hideous turd-faced mutant. Unsightly beast. Look at it. They're going to adopt these things out. They just killed this man. They'll be in a shelter in no time.
Neighbor shows the dogs as they were taken from the home and loaded onto an LA County animal care vehicle.
Why would you kill your only food provider? How is that smart? All you people be projecting dogs as intelligent. This what man's best friend do, huh? Why would you kill the entity that brings you food and water every day? These things are dumb. You got to be dumb to be attracted to dumb things.
There were cameras around the home and investigators reviewed the footage to determine what happened.
From my understanding and based on those that have reviewed the video, it's believed that he was feeding the dogs, at which point maybe there was an altercation between some of the dogs.
No, you're not allowed to assume that the dogs were fighting each other, because you're trying to say that it was redirected aggression to suggest that the dogs didn't mean to kill them. Get out of here. We don't know if that happened. They probably just decided to delete them. Like, hey, it's time for you to go. Anything could have happened. So they want to throw out a story to protect the dogs. Dog worship culture.
And then ultimately attacked and mauled.
See? Try to project it as redirected aggression with no evidence. That is what a dog worshiping society does.
The victim.
Animal care officials.
Shut up. Now, a lot of you guys, you breed, you got your mutts, and you think you got control over their brains. You could be the next victim. Okay? Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. Do you think it's smart to play this game? I'm sure you do.